is a Sahabi who was the first ambassador in Islam, Sayyidina Musab Ibn Umair. Sayyidina Musab Ibn Umair, he born in Mecca from a very wealthy family, one of the richest in Mecca. And he grown up in a luxurious sort of life. And not only that, he himself was very particular in choosing the type of clothes he put, the type of perfume he used, to the extent they call him A'tal Shabab Mecca, the most handsome, the most charming, the perfume he used, you can smell it from far. That type of teenager, Sayyidina Mus'ab Ibn Umair. You can imagine among ourselves now, you can find this kind of youngster who is very particular, choose the nice, latest market, latest everything. Sayyidina Mus'ab Ibn Umair, in his teenager, then when the revelation came, and he heard about Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he used to use a house called Dar al-Arqam ibn al-Arqam, or Dar al-Arqam ibn Abi al-Arqam. That was the first school, the first madrasa. Rasulullah, he was hidden somewhere by Al-Safa, and people were sitting, listening to Rasulullah, whatever revelation or Quran came, he just told them about it. So Sayyidina Mus'ab Ibn Umair, in his teenage, he heard about Rasulullah, he went to Dar al-Arqam. He sat and listened to Rasulullah, and immediately he accepted Islam. Then he kept his Islam a bit secret, he didn't announce it. He was worried of nobody on the earth beside his mother, Khunsa bint Malik. This lady, she's that type of harsh character, very tough. The people even scared to come nearby her. She can terrorize them. So he was scared that his mother will get to know that he accepted Islam and he followed Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So there was a man called Uthman ibn Talha. Actually, he will accept Islam later on. Uthman ibn Talha, he saw him up and down going to Dar al-Arqam ibn Abi al-Arqam. And not only that, he saw him one day by Al-Kaaba, he's praying the way Rasulullah sallallahu did. So he went and he reported him to his mother. Then the mother ran mad. She told him, how come you follow this deen and you leave your father and grandfather? So he didn't agree with her and he didn't follow her way. So she decided to look him up. I want you, wallahi, my brother, to imagine how fortunate we are. Nobody looks us up, nobody punish us. We just born Muslim. Sayyidina Mus'ab Ibn Umair, his mother, looked him up and appointed 2-3 guards to guard him not to go anywhere. Then Rasulullah sallallahu, he ordered the people to emigrate to Abyssinia, which is Ethiopia now. So Sayyidina Mus'ab Ibn Umair, he managed to escape his mother's prison and joined, was 11 or 12 Sahaba, immigrated to Abyssinia. Then there was a rumor to say that things are better now in Mecca. The people, Meccanian people, they are about to accept Islam. And so the people from Abyssinia, they came back to Mecca. They found things even worse. So they decided to immigrate again, with about 80 something of them. Among them also was Sayyidina Mus'ab Ibn Umair. Then some people, they stayed in Abyssinia. But Sayyidina Mus'ab, he felt that he's missing Rasulullah. So he decided to come back to Mecca. Now, his mother told him, what is your way forward now? I see you are going on and on and on. He told them, mother, I am begging you, just follow Muhammad. This deen is beautiful and it will rescue from the fire of Jahannam. So she told him, if this is your way, you are no longer my son, I am no longer your mother. And she withhold each and everything from him. No wealth, no money, no clothes, nothing. So Sayyidina Mus'ab Ibn Umair, literally he's a homeless man. And that handsome, charming, using the most expensive perfume now, he has nothing to wear beside old, worn out clothes, full of patches. To the extent some of the Sahaba, when they see him walking, they turn their face and with tears, with eyes full of tears, when they see that what's happened to Mus'ab Ibn Umair. Rasulullah sallam, he said, ما رأيت أحدا من فتيان مكة أنعم على أبويه من مصعب بن عمير وترك كل هذا في سبيل الله وحبا في الله ورسوله. Rasulullah sallam, he said that I never seen or I heard about any Makkinian whose parents are so keen and he is so dear to his parents, offering him each and everything he dreamed of, more than Mus'ab Ibn Umair. And he left all this for the sake of Allah and His Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now Sayyidina Mus'ab Ibn Umair, he chosen this way, though he's losing everything. Now Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to go out to meet the people from outside Mecca, especially during Hajj time. So he met people from Yathrib, which is going to be Al-Madinatul Munawwar. Was 6 of them. Those 6 people, they accepted Islam and they went back to Al-Madinah. Then next year, they came 12 of them, including those 6 from last year, to pledge allegiance with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and to accept Islam. So they asked Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we want now to send somebody to teach us the deen and to be his representative. Al-Habib al-Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, as we mentioned before, he got a vision. He chose the right person to the right task. So who's going to be representative of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in Al-Madinah? And who got the quality and the talent of approaching the people or giving da'wah? He found among the Sahaba sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he found nobody but Sayyidina Mus'ab Ibn Umair. So he was the first ambassador to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam at Al-Madinah. So he went with those 12 Sahaba, and he was staying with Sahabi, his name As'ad ibn Zurara. As'ad ibn Zurara, one of those 12 whom pledged allegiance. So Sayyidina Mus'ab Ibn Umair, he got a manner. And that's people want to give da'wah. You can learn from Mus'ab Ibn Umair. Sayyidina Mus'ab Ibn Umair, he got a way of approaching the people. So he carried on. The number of the Muslims is increasing until one man, his name Sa'd ibn Mu'az. He is a chief of a tribe called Bani Abdul Ashhal, one of the biggest tribes in Al-Madinah. He was very cross. What's going on? So he told one of his fellows, his name Usaid ibn Hudayr. He told him, Usaid, go to see this Mus'ab ibn Umair and tell him, stop what is he doing, or leave our land, or else we are going to kill him. I can do that for you. Only that As'ad ibn Zurara, who is hosting him, is my cousin. I don't want to go to do this. So Usaid ibn Hudayr went, just imagine, with a red face, full of anger, going to kill Mus'ab ibn Umair. He walked, he find him and As'ad ibn Zurara. They are sitting and the gathering like our gathering here, maybe a bit bigger. People sitting, and Sayyidina Mus'ab is talking to them. Then Usaid ibn Hudayr said, yeah, Mus'ab, stop what you are doing, or else you are going to face very serious consequences. So Sayyidina Mus'ab ibn Umair, he looked at him, and with a big smile, with coolness, told him, brother, how about if you sit down and listen what we are talking about? If you like it, follow us. If you don't like it, you do whatever you want. Then Usaid ibn Hudayr said, it's fair enough. I sit and listen. Then he sit. Sayyidina Mus'ab is talking and talking. That red face start to turn. And before Sayyidina Mus'ab, he finished his talk, then Usaid ibn Hudayr told him, if somebody want to accept Islam, what he should do. So he told him, go just path and come read the kalima, make 2 rakat, you are Muslim. He did so. Then he went back to Sa'd ibn Mu'az. Sa'd ibn Mu'az, and the people said, Wallahi, this man is coming with a different face from that one he went with. It's different. Then Sa'd ibn Mu'az said, hey, what's happened? What's wrong? He told them, Wallahi, listen, these people are right. What they are talking is sensible. And it is wise to follow them. He told them, I send you to fix him, not to follow him. Leave me, I am going to do the job myself. Sa'd ibn Mu'az. Sa'd ibn Mu'az, he walked with red face, angry face, talking, shouting, screaming on Sayyidina Musab Ibn Umair. Then when he walked in, As'ad ibn Zurara told Sayyidina Musab, told him, the man is walking now. If he accepts Islam, the whole tribe of his will follow him. So Sayyidina Musab, he did the very same thing. He told him, brother, sit and talk, listen. He said, listen, and end up accepting Islam. Sa'd ibn Mu'az. Then Sa'd ibn Mu'az now going back to his tribe. The people saw him coming with a different face again. They told him, Musab said to them, people, what are you thinking about me? They told him, you are our leader, you are the most honorable person among us and the most wise man among us. Told him, now I am advising you to follow Muhammadun sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And if you don't do that, I don't want to see you, I don't talk to you, don't talk to me. Before end of that day, the whole tribe of Bani Abdul Ashhal followed Islam. Because of the manner of Sayyidina Mus'ab Ibn Umair. Sayyidina Mus'ab Ibn Umair carried on doing da'wah, and the number of Muslims increasing to the extent there was no single house at Al-Madinah Al-Munawwara who didn't hear about Islam, and you got at least one or two persons accepted Islam. To the extent there was a story of a man called Amr ibn al-Jamuh, another leader. His son, he's still, he's still worshipping the idols. His son is named Mu'az ibn Amr. And his close friend Sayyidina Mu'az ibn Jabal. So they told him, listen, let us give my father a listen. So they walked in. They take that, search his God, what he worship, and take it out where the people go out to release themselves, and dump it there. So the man came at night to make his prayers to the God. He found the God is not there. He went to look around and find him there. So he took it, wash it, put a perfume, and put it back in the place. Next day the same thing. Third day the same thing. Then fourth day he said, look, he's talking to his God now. He put a sword and put it on his neck. He said, now you got the sword, defend yourself. Then the boys came, Mu'az ibn Jabal and Mu'az ibn Amr. They found that they put the sword. Said, no problem, take the God with his sword and tie it on the tail of a dead dog out. Then the man came and said, what I'm doing? Then the people start laughing at him. Told him, man, just accept Islam. And he accepted Islam just because of the way you approach the people. One of our friends one day was telling me, one man, the thief came to my house and they stolen my goat. So I told him, if the goat can't save himself from being stolen, not to protect it, because you're putting the goat to protect the house, May Allah save us all, So Sayyidina Mu'az ibn Jabal, Sayyidina Mus'ab ibn Umair, now before end of the year, now the people, as I said, most of the people in Medina accepting Islam, now they went to pledge allegiance. 73 men and 2 women. They want to pledge that as the second allegiance to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this was the beginning of the immigration of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the whole Sahaba to Al-Madinah Al-Munawwar. And in our humble opinion, we think that the Islam found a new solid land to start the da'wah from Al-Madinah Al-Munawwara, which spread to the whole world because of the effort done by Sayyidina Mus'ab Ibn Umair. After that, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he immigrated to Al-Madinah, and the Battle of Badr went on. Sayyidina Mus'ab was the one who was holding the flag at the Battle of Badr. Battle of Uhud, as you know, that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he gave commands to the archer not to leave. And when they see the people collecting the votes and the victory going to the Muslim, he left, and the battle turned other side against the Muslim. The target of the Kuffar Quraysh is to kill Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sayyidina Mus'ab Ibn Umair, he was also the one who was holding the flag. And as he got much of the character and the manner of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he also looked alike Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the Kuffar Quraysh was, after Sayyidina Mus'ab Ibn Umair, thinking that he is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he decided his main attention is to divert their attention, to take them away from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the first thing they did, they cut his right arm, which is holding the flag. He held it with his left arm. They cut his left arm, he held it with his shoulder. And a man called Ibn Qum'ah, he managed to kill Sayyidina Mus'ab Ibn Umair on the battle of Uhud, and he sacrificed his life to save the life of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Ibn Qum'ah wanted that Muhammad has been killed, and that actually made them cool down, and the battle went on, as you all know the rest of the story. Now Al-Habib al-Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the battle is over, and he's going to see the field, the battlefield. He found among the martyrs Sayyidina Mus'ab Ibn Umair. Then Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he recalled that handsome man who is putting the latest type of clothes, the most expensive perfume. Now he is dying, and he got a small piece of material. If it covers his head, it exposes his leg, and if it covers his leg, it exposes his head. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he told them, let it cover his head, and put three branches, green tree branches on his leg, and order all the martyrs to be buried. That's what in Medina we call it Jabal Ruma, for those visited Al-Madinah. Whenever you go there, you remember Sayyidina Mus'ab. And Rasulullah he made dua, he said, Ya Allah, be my witness that all these martyrs have been murdered for your own sake. Sayyidina Mus'ab Bin Umair, he was always remembered by Sahabat Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to the extent one Sahabi, Sayyidina Abdul Rahman ibn Auf, as you know, he is one of Al-Ashra Al-Mubashirin bil Jannah, one of the glad tidings. Sayyidina Abdul Rahman ibn Auf, beside that, he is the most wealthy, the most richest among the Sahaba. To the extent, when he died, they spent 3 days cutting the gold he left just to distribute. That's Sayyidina Abdul Rahman ibn Auf. One day, Sayyidina Abdul Rahman ibn Auf, he was fasting. And they brought to him to break his fast honey and butter. For Sahabat Rasulullah, that is very, very luxurious stuff. Then he started crying. And he said, مات مصعب بن عمير وهو خير مني. Mus'ab Ibn Umair had been killed while he was far much better than me. مات مصعب بن عمير وهو خير مني. وترك هذه الدنيا بقطعة من القماش. He left this world with only one piece of material. If it covered his head, it exposed his leg. And if it covered his leg, it exposed his head. And I am having all these luxurious things around me. I am worried that Allah have given me everything in this dunya, and will left me with nothing on the day of Qiyamah. You see how Sahabat Rasulullah sallallahu they think. So my respected brothers and sisters, this was the life of my beloved Sayyid